and welcome to the Actors Interaction of Never Stop Climbing Top of the World. I am Vandana, your hostess for the day, and I have with me Romeo Katukaran, actor and director of Never Stop Climbing, along with Christina Pinciotti and Angela Aiello, the very talented actresses from the music video. Thank you so much for joining us today, Christina, Angela, and Romeo.
Thank you for having us.
Yes, thank you.
So Christina and Angela, I have my first question for you. That where did you hear about this audition for this music video called Never Stop Climbing, and what really got you interested in it?
You wanna go ahead, Angela?
Okay. So actually, I think we both heard about it from the same person. We have a mutual friend. His name's Martin Davis, and he's a wonderful actor here in Chicago. And he recommended us both to Romeo, and we both met up with him and got the job. And obviously, so thankful for that. I love music, but I'm not really a singer. So I've always been interested in being involved with something having to do with music. So it was nice that I got to do this video where obviously there's music involved, but I'm not singing.
That sounds good. What about you, Christina?
Yeah, so a similar situation. Martin had requested, I guess, Angela and myself to audition kind of for the music video, and I happened to be on my Instagram and I saw I had like a message request from Kentwood Films, I believe, and I was like, oh my gosh, yes, like I totally want to do this. Just because I too love music and I have a background in dance, and I heard there was going to be some like dance incorporated into it, so that made me really excited, and I just wanted to meet and work with other creative people. And once they were like, yeah, we'll take you, I'm like, great. So it was
Perfect.
good.
Sounds very exciting though, since the very beginning. Now, here's something I want to ask Romeo, and I think this is on behalf of both of you, and this might be something that both of you might be wanting to know. That Romeo, what were your first impressions of Christina and Angela as the cast of the music video? Because I believe you sent them requests and you were eager to get them on board.
Yeah, I talked to them personally, after Martin gave their number, and I believe, they are my best, choose, because I really want to get the perfect persons, right? When I talk to them and I can feel their talents and their positivity, so that I want, our music video is Never Stop Climbing, top of the world. So I want some positive people with charming smile. So I find them. They are the right choice.
No doubt, their smile is just the best you could have got and the most positive thing you could have got for the music video.
Thank you.
Angela and Christina and Romeo as well, because all of you are actors here. So being an actor is, of course, very challenging, but there must be a lot of things that you like about being an actor at the same time. So what is it that you really like about being an actor?
I feel like any project that I do, I love whatever challenges or obstacles it brings. I feel like it just makes you a better actor and performer. So I think really just being able to like put yourself into these situations and using your talents and working with the other people, I love that, because every show, every film shoot is different. So it's always a great time to be able to like hone your skills a little bit more depending on the situation.
Great. What about you, Angela?
Yeah, so for me, I think one of my most favorite things about acting is the storytelling aspect, and having an audience watch a piece that you're doing, whether it's a movie or a music video or play or whatever, and see themselves reflected in it. I know that for me personally, I love watching stories that relate to something that I'm going through at the moment. And so I just love bringing that to other people as well. And also, like Christina said earlier, collaborating with other people that are like-minded and creative. It's always so wonderful.
Perfect. What about you, Romeo? What do you like the most about being an actor?
I'm playing 3 roles here. Like I was a director and actor. As an actor, because I did directed movies before, and this is the second time as an actor. So once we play a character, it's going to be staying in someone's other's mind too. They are going to live there. As a director, they can say, oh, he did a good job, he did a good movie. They remember the movie. but as an actor, they remember my face as a character. So that is the one positive feel I like as an actor.
Great. Now, as a viewer, being myself, I'm very excited for the music video that is coming. But what I'm also excited to know is how did a day on the shoot of Never Stop Climbing with all of you wonderful people together really look like? You know, I really want to know that how did the process look like? How was the fun on set, and what all really was going on?
It kind of felt every shooting day like just a wonderful like adventure. I feel like every day brought its own, high points and maybe some more challenging aspects. There was one day where it was really cold, and then there was another day where it was very hot. So always, dealing with challenges as they come. And I feel like with our particular crew, me and Christina and Romeo, I think we're all very up for anything and, roll with the punches. And I feel like no matter what happens that day, we still had fun. We still had a good time. And it was a great experience. I had a blast.
Great. Can't wait for behind the scenes clips to be really.
I just had so much fun. Like, I've never met Angela before, so I feel like, we kind of bonded and we were like, we're just going with the flow type thing. And I think, I guess in terms of like the challenges, we may discuss this more later, but on set, it was like we were downtown, and when we had to change outfits, we had some, difficulty a little bit because, where we were trying to just like change and get it shot. And sometimes we had to get creative with our little dressing room situation. But I think we rolled with like the punches and just the energy of the city. It was so fun, just everyone's different personality, honestly. Like with the crew and the cast, like everyone just brought a little special something, and it felt just so colorful and vibrant, and I really can't wait to see it, honestly.
Okay, now that you both have mentioned it, I really need to know that dressing room situation that you're talking about. And what were the other challenges that, Angela mentioned about the weather conditions and everything. So what were the other challenges that came with the shoot?
For me personally, so I am very much like an actor, like a straight actor. I've never done a musical before. So like, I'm not a singer, I'm not a dancer. And so for me, the dancing was definitely the most challenging part for me. But I will tell you though, we had such a wonderful choreographer who was so patient with me and really helped me to learn it. And I felt so good by the end of the day. I was so scared at first just because, again, I'm not a dancer. And I feel like dancing is something that you either have or you don't. And I wouldn't necessarily say that I do. And I really felt so good about it by the end of the day. And I think that one of the messages of this video is to delve into the unknown and do something that scares you because you never know what might come out of it. And that's definitely how this was for me. Like I never, ever would have thought that I'd be able to do choreography and dance in a music video and feel good about it. Like not just do it because anybody can do it, but like to do it and feel good about it. So I think that's one of the lessons of the video is do something that scares you because something wonderful might happen.
So you're clearly now on top of the world.
Yes, very much so. I'm not going to be auditioning for Swan Lake anytime soon, but I did feel good about the dancing in the end.
Wow, that's so great. What about you, Christine?
Yeah, so I was only on set, I believe, one day. Angela had 2 days. So by the time I came in, they were like, we already know the choreographer or the choreography. And I was like, oh man, I feel like I'm missing something. Like I came in late, but luckily we learned it. They reviewed it. I learned it. And I feel like luckily for me, I have some dance experience. So I was able to catch on quickly. But it felt like I was like behind a little bit and playing catch up. But otherwise, I just feel like, dealing with the commotion of like downtown, I was like, really trying to remember the choreography and, it just felt so like busy, but in a good way. and other challenges, I mean, with the dressing room, we just had to hold like towels around us and like quickly change. But I remember it was really hot and I was having like sweat marks on my dress, and they're like, we got to do another outfit. So we had options with us, but you know, we had bags and heavy stuff, and we're going downtown. So I think just like adjusting to the elements, like what Angela had mentioned. Luckily, I missed the cold day of the shoot, so I just had to deal with the heat. But I really feel like everyone, like the word that's coming to mind is like we got like scrappy, like not in a bad way, but in a good way. Like just like taking what we had and just doing our best with what we could do in the moment. And I love that because it just felt like we'll do anything to get this done and see it to completion, no matter like if the method is a little bit scrappy, you know, but we got it done. So
yeah, Christina and I, we definitely had each other's backs. It was like full women supporting women. Like, I got you, girl. I'll hold this while you change. Oh, that doesn't work. Maybe you can wear this dress of mine, or you know, it was awesome.
Yeah,
love that girl. Love you, girl.
So beautiful, so beautiful. What about you, Romeo? What were the challenges that you were facing?
You know, when I went to the work, I was full of tension because I have to, you know, deal everything, going to meet new peoples and new actors. I don't know how they are. And studio, you know, we are going to shoot in the studio first day. So it's running with an hour, you know. If it's we are waiting for 1 hour, we need to pay that much money for that. And I'm a producer, director, and actor, you know, and it's going to be first time as a leading actor. Full of tension. When I went there, I meet everyone. Within few minutes, everyone will be a part. Everyone will be a good team. Then half of my stress is gone on that time. You know, I'm relieved kind of, and I see that, you know, they are, you know, helping each other, and even I send you some pictures on the night, right? You can see that pictures. You know, she is helping her with her hair, makeup, and they do my makeup, and you know, within few minutes, you know, everyone is a part, you know, as a team. And they are helping me, you know, and that's make me really, you know, make it a good way to do it. Thing is, otherwise, you know, I want to be in the back of the camera, same time I'm into the front of the camera. So I want to know how it's going on. So, and they told you right about that limitations for them, even the costume dressings and everything. So they will, you know, cooperate with everything. And it was a fun moments every time. They are making funs and we are talking, and I feel it, you know, even some dance steps when we learn and when we start action, and I do another way, they do another way, she do another way. And come on, let's do it again.
Okay, now I really feel like I've missed out on something. I really wish I was there to just watch the shoot happening. Now, well, having talked about the challenges, which were definitely the music video, as smooth as it's going to look like after the edit, definitely the behind the scenes were equally tough. But you guys didn't give up, and that's why we have it releasing on 21st October 2022 on various platforms. Now, before we bid goodbye, I have another very fun segment planned for all of you, which is called Pick Who. So you have to pick an actor from the set who fits the best to the questions that I'm answering. And you can't think a lot. So you would just have to say the first name that comes to your mind. So my first question is, who was the most fun on set? Christina.
I'm voting Angela. She just has great energy. And do we have to say a reason? I'm like, do I just say that? But yeah, I'm voting Angela.
Okay, Angela, what about you?
Oh, I feel like we're all fun. I'll probably say Christina too, though. There was one day where she really got Romeo in the mood, dancing.
Yes,
Great.
yes.
What about you, Romeo? Whom do you think?
Oh, it's very hard for me to say.
Was it the
that.
girls?
What is that?
Was it the girls who were the most fun?
You know, I was busy with that work and everything, so I can see they are enjoying, and I just joined them, you know, always. And same thing, we have other crew members there, Nuri and Kane. They all are, you know, very nice, you know. They also, sometimes Nuri, you can see that Nuri do some dance steps, finally he's tired. What they are doing, I will show you some dance steps, and he's doing some and
That's hilarious. Okay, who was the most energetic on set?
I think I would say Romeo, just because he kind of had to be wearing so many different hats on this project. Yeah, and have equal energy for all of those jobs.
I think we should do a series on Romeo's hats altogether if that was the case. Whom do you think, Christina, was most energetic?
I feel like Romeo's a good answer because he really was balancing so many elements. And I feel like that takes some real talent and skill to be the director and also the actor and the music, the words, the lyrics. So I feel like he brought great energy, and his costumes, I feel like his energy also exuded through those as well. So I'm going Romeo too.
Romeo, do you want to go with yourself?
I can say maybe Nuri, because he's a more than 6 feet big guy, and first day we don't eat anything till afternoon, evening, like, because we are working. He said, I'm hungry, man, I want to eat something, but still he said, okay, let's go, we can do it one more shot. And they all are, and Angela and Christina, they all are ready. Okay, we are not hungry, we are ready. When you say, we are also come with you to eat. So they also go with the team.
That's quite a team. I'm so happy to meet you. Next is, who was always the first one to reach on set? Like, first one to reach? Was it Romeo again?
No. Because I have Nuri and everyone. When I went there, Angela there, Christina there, they are really good, responsible. They are very professional. So glad, they will be there. That is the biggest task sometimes, waiting for the actor. It's happened to me a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes they cancel it, they never show up. In the A Wonderful Day movie, I did play a character. It's because one actor not show up, I supposed to start and do it, because I don't want to cancel the shoot on that day. But on that, they are very good. They will be there before 5 or 10 minutes.
Yeah, I think Christina and I were both good theater girls who, we've definitely, I think, both had similar training where they go by the philosophy of like, if you're early, you're on time. If you're on time, you're late. And if you're late, you're fired.
Okay. For both of us, because sometimes we rode together. So it was like we kept each other on time, which was good. So
okay, my next question is that who is the best dancer out of all of the cast?
Christina.
I
No
think
doubt.
Christina saw that coming.
I don't know. I mean, I have kids, so I don't want to downplay that, but I danced at a studio growing up for like 12 years. And I mean,
Wow.
I've since had a pretty long hiatus out of dance, but it's funny how those skills kind of come back, it's like riding a bike type thing, but I'm always happy to dance. I still love it. And I'm hoping to do more with it, get back into it. But
Wow,
thank
that's
you.
your sign, Romeo, to make another music video and cast Christina and Angela. They love dancing. Romeo, what do you think is the best dancer?
Both are doing their part well. And unfortunately, we don't have enough time to practice the dance before, They all learn from there. So they have limitations there. So, one day they show up for the shoot and there is one choreographer there. She shows some, dance steps. They need to play within, minutes. So it's very hard. So it's very hard for me. But they did their part well, both of them. So I'm so glad.
Perfect. Now, my last question is very tricky. Who loves to believe that they are a good singer, but they actually aren't?
Definitely not me.
Definitely not me either. I don't know if there's an answer for this one, to be honest.
Okay.
Oh, maybe then it's me. I not believe I am a good singer, but I'm not a good singer. I know, because my sound, you know that, right? Like in the cracking a rock, something like that, crack. It's very hard.
Okay, so if nobody is a bad singer here, is it possible to like sing along 2 lines of Never Stop Climbing together? Because nobody is clearly a bad singer here.
Oh no, I don't think I'm a good singer. I don't have any delusions that I'm a good singer. I just know that I'm not a good singer. But I'll sing. It just won't be good.
Fair enough. Okay, as we come towards the end of this interaction, what is it that will stay with you as an experience of working with Romeo on the sets of Never Stop Climbing?
I think the fun and the people that I met and connected with. You know, like I have friends in these people now, and I'll support them in their other artistic endeavors, which feels just a great feeling as a artist and creator to have other like-minded people around you. And I just know they will have success in whatever comes after the music video. So I really feel like for me, it'll just be the fun, the laughs, the color, and the people that worked on this project.
Wow, that's great. What about you, Angela?
I think for me, it's probably our last day of filming. We shot a scene where Romeo and I were dancing literally in the middle of Michigan Avenue, which for people who maybe aren't from Chicago or aren't familiar with Chicago, that's like our big, busy street. And so Romeo and I were dancing like on this little median in the middle. And Nuri, and again, Nuri is not a short gentleman. He's a very tall gentleman. And so he's kind of crouched down like on this little median, and Romeo and I are dancing. And again, it's Michigan Avenue. So there's cars whizzing by and there's people honking. And I saw some people taking video of us because it's not, you know, a super common thing to have people just dancing on the median in the middle of everything. And it was so cool because it was just like the adrenaline and it was so exciting. And then again, there's also kind of remembering the choreography as you're dancing on this median while cars are whizzing and the wind is blowing. And it was so fun. It's honestly probably one of the coolest experience I've ever had as an actor. And I'll definitely always remember that.
So good to hear. Romeo, what is something that you would remember about working with Christina and Angela?
Especially, you know, it was very fun. And they told you, right, one of the actor, Martin, introduced them to me. And because, you know, once I did my last works, you know, my first work was a wonderful, it was a short film. That was very hard part for me because I need to find an actor, you know, for that, and the crew members, because it's my first work. Once I did that, you know, they helped me to get my second project. You know, that's how I get the Martin and everyone, because the first project people recommend for me, because I definitely take care of them well, and they always enjoy and fun with me. And the second project, Mary, it went very well, and he was one of the leading actor on that one, the Martin, and he suggests them, and because it was very fun over there in the Mary, and they all love my work. So finally I got the same like a good team here, and they all are very cooperative and very fun, very responsible, and I really did a good job with them. I'm really happy.
You clearly did. I mean, the way the team has managed through everything, it's really commendable. Thank you so much for joining us today, Christina, Angela, and Romeo. Thank you so much for sharing so much about the music video, and we're really excited for it. Thank you so much. See you next time.
Thank you, Vandana. Thank you all.
Thank you so much.